continuing with the Project Zomboid build and still working on houses. And I'll be able to complete this block once I place in this 2-story house, which is right here. That should be the edge of it right here. The first floor is made up of, I guess you could, in this case, call it 2 rooms. Although there's no door between the two and it's more of an open design. There is a more substantial wall that separates the kitchen from the living room. Well, the kitchen and dining room from the living room. Okay, I'm off by 1. But that's not too hard to fix. I just need an extra block to place in the curb. Should take care of the driveway. May need to wait on that part. The front door is right on the edge of the driveway. I'm trying to get exactly where it should be. 2, 3, 4. About right here. And basically I'm just doing it this way because I found working at least the first floor in the flat design seems to help a bit more. Okay. It's close enough. I'm going to do a little bit of alteration right here, and that is simply to give it a sort of step up. So that is so that there's at least some walkway right here, and I can do this as well, as opposed to just all of a sudden going from curb to door. It's not huge, but I think it adds a little bit more. And this is mostly to fix the alterations I made by sinking in the road. And I did that to keep the road from being completely flat and to give it more definition, but I don't think it does too much damage to it. 1, 2, 3. And then there's a stairs about right here. May end up having to destroy some of this right here, but only the grass. The trees should be fine, they're far enough back. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll do that. This should be the perimeter for the first floor. It's not a huge house, but it's fairly nice, all the same. Okay. There's a window that looks into the kitchen back here. Right here. And there is a door right next to it. 1, 2, and the walls for the kitchen are about right here. It's not completely cut off because of this open area right here. There's no doors, so it's still an open design. It's just, you basically could call it 2 rooms. I don't think you'd be wrong. Or you could call it a great room. But it's a pretty interesting way to separate the two. Alright, I'm going to use birch for the living room and the approach to the stairs, as well as the foyer area. The interesting thing about this design too is that the area behind the stairs could be used as storage. It's not used as such in the game, but here in Minecraft you could use it as this. The way I kind of make forward operating bases is that I take out the stairs anyway, so I could always use that as a storage area as well. What I normally do is I use a sledgehammer to take out the stairs, to destroy the stairs, and then drop a rope ladder from the second floor. And since zombies in the Project Zomboid game, as of now, don't climb rope ladders, then it secures the second floor from danger. Well, immediate danger, I should say. I'm doing a checkered board design with light blue wool and white wool, and I'm using white wool and this because the white wool in the city texture pack has this nice tiled look to it. Okay, there's another window in the back, and it's roughly lined up with the window in the front. Okay, that takes care of the 3 windows that are in here. One in this great room here, one in the back of the house, one in the front by the front door, and also the window looking into the kitchen by the back door. So I'll start putting in the windows now and doors. Window in the kitchen by the front door, back door and back door. And the 2 windows in the living room area, one in the back, one in the front by the front door. Next thing to do is just simply build up the walls, both interior and exterior, and make sure that the frames are fully in for the doors and windows on the first floor. And with many of these houses, I've been using a frame design of placing stairs on the bottom and top of the windows, and that is mostly to bring more definition to the window itself, rather than it just being a square in the middle of the house. There's a bit of texture to it now. And for the doors, I've placed normally stairs right above each of the doors to represent the door frame. Okay, that takes care of the frames. And now to work on the second floor. I'll use this as a divider, and this will help break up the areas that do not have windows, so that it's not as much brick. And also it will signify where the floor of the second floor starts. The second floor is made up of 4 rooms. There are 2 bedrooms. There's a bathroom, and there's a room that goes into a hallway. I guess you could just call it a hallway. There's not terribly much there. Some of the second 2-story buildings actually use a little bit more of their hallway than others do. Okay, the roof itself is a blue tiled roof, and I don't really have a blue tiled, so the closest I have to that is this purple. It does have the tiled look I need, although, as I said, the color's just a little bit off. I'm going to use a molding effect in the kitchen. And that'll give a little bit more headroom here in the kitchen. And also it will make the kitchen stand out a little bit more. That is, if I can. There we go. And before I go out, it'll look like this. Give more headroom and really make this kitchen stand out. Okay. Just checking to see exactly where this roof right here should end. This house does have a slight blind side on the second floor, and that is from this direction. There's no windows off in this direction. There are quite a few windows in each of the other directions, however. There's a window here looking into bedroom number 2. And a window here looking into the bathroom. And 2 windows over here looking into bedroom number 1. And I may need to adjust where these windows are. 2, 2, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 2. A door to bedroom 1 here, roughly. And this too may need some adjustment afterwards. And the adjustment is mostly in here because of how the walls are in Minecraft. Each of these walls are a meter thick, so it's throwing everything off by just a little bit. So I'm having to adjust it by eye to try to make it fit as best I can. But here's the bathroom, bedroom 2, and bedroom 1. I'm going to make the bathroom a little bit smaller. It shouldn't hurt it. Two windows in bedroom 1. One window in bedroom 2, one window in the bathroom, and there's also a window over here at the top of the stairs. And I'll use, let's see, acacia wood for the stairs. Now it's hard to get the angles right without distorting it too much. I have 2 spaces. Let's see what I can do. And this is to see if I can extend out the stairs and make it look closer to. Yeah, I can. The stairs are supposed to come all the way out here, roughly. But the angles are a little bit different. Actually, this should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, with that in mind, the equation changes again. Not by much. Just have 1 now. If I used this block, it would extend it out too much. It should be flush with this right here, but as I said, the angles are a little bit hard to pull off. There, that. It's either right on the top and wrong on the bottom, or wrong on the top and right on the bottom. I'm going to leave it right here, and that'll give a little bit more space up here. And turn this into just a hallway into a small open room right here that could be used. Okay, 3 doors on the second floor. And for the hallway, I'm going to just let it be wood and spruce wood on the hallway. That is mostly to compensate for this right here. There has to be a block underneath the door, and if I use I can't put a carpet and a door in the same place. So the other alternative for that would have been to place a wool block underneath the door. And because of the nature of the rooms underneath it, that would mean placing the wool block somewhere around here, and that's a little bit harder to hide that. So to compensate for that, I'll just let the hallway be wooden, or a wooden floor, and let that be the block that'll be underneath the doors. And I'll use carpet for the interior, the bedrooms, bathroom, and also for the bathroom. I'll use blue carpet for bedroom 1 and pink carpet for bedroom 2. In the city texture pack, it's not really too much of a problem, since it's, say I'll put a bed right here. You can't really see underneath it. So some other texture packs, and particularly on the PC, you can see whatever's underneath it, so it kind of throws that off. But fortunately with this one, it's pretty much flush. Okay, now to fix this right here. Like that. And that is mostly just the center of the windows. Okay, so I have all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 windows in. 2 in bedroom 1, 1 in bedroom 2, 1 in bathroom, 1 in the hallway. Using my method of making a forward operating base, this window right here would be pretty good to drop a rope ladder from, which will allow you to get up and down and pretty much use these rooms. There is another alternative, and that is this bathroom right here. By dropping a rope ladder from this window right here, you also secure the base, but you also have to take out the stairs, otherwise there's no point. Now to place the ceiling on the second floor and also the roof in. One more thing to do, and that is to place a carport in. a little bit more attached to this building than I'd like. Let's see, how can I fix this? Okay, it's no problem to fix it. I'll just extend the driveway out just a little bit. There still will be some type of connection to it, but not as bad. Maybe I should just do this about one more. I don't really have a metal slab, so I'm going to use oak in this case. And I haven't used too much oak on the building, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yeah, I should go one more. And this is simply to adjust from the fact that, well, I sort of extended the roof just a little bit. Of course, this could be okay right here. Yeah, this should be fine. Okay, there's a small connection right here, but This should work out. It takes care of this two-story house, and also it takes care of the well, this block as well. I'm just gonna add a few things in. Hoping for a few more flowers, but sometimes you do get nothing but grass. Okay, that takes care of this block right here. And moving on. Okay, this one has a sand driveway, and it's a single-story house with a few decks on it. Because of the irregular driveway, I've put this one up on the same level as the rest of the grass instead of sinking it. Another option, depending upon how it looks at the end, is to sink part of it. But that might look a little bit odd. Just depends. I'm going to make this front porch about 3 blocks wide. And that should help out. Okay. There's a window about right here, and this looks into what is the living room area. And there's a window about right here which looks into the kitchen area. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the window here, kitchen area, and also a back door. And there's a small deck out the back way. One, 2, 3, 4, maybe. The front door is about right here, and window right next to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that matches up. So this is a little bit longer than it should be. About right here. There's a window here that looks into a small bedroom, or what could be used as an office. And I'll extend that just by 1. 2, 3, 4. Maybe 2. And that's because, as I said, the more rooms you have in a building in Minecraft, the more distorted it gets. Because each of the walls are going to be a meter thick, and this should be a good bedroom. Alright. The doors being there. And let's see, terracotta for the bathroom. I'll use birch for most of the area inside. And I'll use light blue wool for bedroom 1, yellow for bedroom 2. Okay, door to the bathroom being roughly there. So now to get the doors in right. Front door with a window right next to it. Looking into the living room area. There's a window to the side looking into the living room. One looking into the dining room area and kitchen area. Back door with a window to the right of it, looking towards the house and looking into the kitchen area. No window in the bathroom, but there are 2 windows in the bedrooms, 1 in each bedroom. Three interior doors, bedroom 1, bedroom 2, and bathroom. Okay, all the frames, doors, and windows are in. Now to do the roof and the ceiling. And on this house, the roof is really very simple. And it's a brown tiled roof. So I'm going to use another brick for it. A little bit redder than the roof itself, but it is fairly close. Hi, thanks for watching. I'm working on a build of another game called Project Zomboid. Working on one of the houses at the moment, a single-story house. And I've almost got this one complete. I'm putting in the ceiling for the first floor, and pretty soon I'm going to be working on the roof. May need to adjust part of it. I'm using a two-step method for the roof. Yeah, I'm going to need to adjust part of it. Got a little bit ahead of myself. May not need to. This part right here is flat, but I might be able to handle that without doing too much. Great. There we go. I guess that handles the part of the roof over the deck. With a two-step method for the roof, it's basically just using a slab and stairs to move up by one level. And that is to alter the angle of the roof so it's not quite as steep. There are other methods too, and another one would have been to make a much less steep roof would be to use a four-step method, and that basically is just using, let's see here, that would have been to do something sort of like this. And that is 2 slabs here, 2 slabs here by going up 1 level. And that would make a much less steep roof. Ended up having to use this method because of the translation between Project Zomboid and Minecraft, and how I did the translation to include oh yeah, there's zombies. In Project Zomboid you can even adjust the zombies in case you want to play against Romero type zombies, basically shamblers, or faster zombies that can actually run, or not really run, but they're much faster. It's a very fast shuffle, I guess you could say. And this will create a flex space you can use as an attic. You can even work on how infectious they are as well. Yeah, it's not going to work. You might have to adjust the roof on the both of these bedrooms. Okay, it's easier to do it now. What might work here is a sort of molding effect. I'm using the wrong one. There we go. And that's just basically using a stairs along the outer edge of the wall and using the slab in the center. It's lower than it would be otherwise, but you still have this area right here, a little bit of flex space. It's a little bit more space than you would if I were to use a solid block. And I'm sacrificing just a little bit on the edge right here, since if I were to just use a slab it would be just like this, which is fine too. But I think this, even though it's a fairly simple design, it makes it a little bit more fancier. And I'll use just a simple slab in the bedroom 2 or office area. Okay, so that takes care of this house here. I still need to put in the woods, and I'll do that in another stream today. And possibly the 3rd stream. I've been working to make some of these streams a bit shorter. Well, that is to make it more manageable for Twitch and also for putting it on YouTube. So I'm going to temporarily end the stream now, and that'll be a more manageable one with just 2 houses, and start up another stream. And the next stream I'm going to be working on a convenience store and also its parking lot. So one moment while I do that.